Welcome, 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 welcome. So I haven't been live in some time, and it wasn't even my plan to go live tonight, but my schedule's been crazy. So upon speaking and talking things out, I was like, you know what? I really need to go live because it's been a long time. What happened? Everything's okay? You was watering the plant?
What?
You was watering the plant?
Mm-hmm.
It seemed like it had like a little bit too much water in there when I went out there earlier.
I believe
Did it seem like
a little.
But didn't it seem like it had too much water?
No,
It was okay? Okay. So yeah, so I decided, you know what, let me go live. I haven't done this in, about like a couple of weeks. And I was actually working on an upload tonight, but I didn't get around to it. Yeah, I'm still working on it. I'm still perfecting things. So I didn't get to upload. So I definitely wanted to come on and have a conversation to see how everybody's Easter is going. How's everybody's Easter going in various parts of the world? Here in Ghana, Easter isn't like a really big thing, right? Is Easter a big thing? They know you in the background. Don't be trying to whisper.
The Eastern region is a big thing.
Eastern region, okay.
Eastern region.
So the Eastern region is more of like the happenings, I guess, when it comes to like, celebrating Easter. But we are currently located in the Central region. And so Easter is like really just mellow, more about like attending church, going to church service, things of that nature. So it was really just like a typical Sunday. Like it was so calm. It wasn't a whole lot of people out, in the streets. The streets were very quiet. Even like the pubs and things, like it was really quiet. It was just like a relaxed Easter. So is this my first Easter? No, I came in April. I came after. Yeah, I came after Easter. Yeah, this is my first Easter. So this is my first Easter in Ghana, and honestly, I didn't know what to expect. Like I didn't know if it was gonna be parading around, which we did see last night, and I was telling Babe like I wish I would have got my camera out, but you got to be careful with your phones around here in Ghana because they will snatch and run. And I'm not set up for that. So I didn't take my camera out to record. But when we was passing by last night, they were like parading in the streets. They was dancing. They had the music going. Like it was a whole party scene. Tonight, I noticed it was a little bit more calmer. Wasn't as much people out. Probably like a sprinkle. But over the weekend, they really, like from Friday, I would say, till Saturday, they really was partying hard. So I'm curious to know how's everybody's Easter. Me personally, I don't celebrate. I don't, celebrate Easter or Christmas or any of those days. Like I'm more of like, biblical holidays. So I keep like Passover and stuff like that. So Passover is coming up, which I'm super excited about, which is going to be starting in a couple of days. So I will be observing Passover for sure. So yeah, that's my plans. That's my plans. And I'm not necessarily, I get the question all the time, like, what religion are you? Are you Christian? Are you Muslim? Baby even asked me today, like, what are you? Like, what is really going on here? And my name is Melody. Like the end. That's what I like to say. Like I don't identify with like Muslim or Christian. I feel like every religion has something to offer. Every religion has some form of truth that they can express to you, that you can learn from, that you could take and add to your spirituality. But I'm not like, I've already been there and done that, where you're like, tied into a religion and you gun-ho about this religion and you going hard for it, dedicating all your time, your soul, your energy, and then you start to learn truth and you start to see things differently. So that's where I've been ever since I started to learn truth and see things differently. Like I'm all about just reading the Bible, observing the word to the best of my abilities. Nobody is perfect, but I try to do what the Father has called us to do. So that's where I'm at with that. We have an exciting video coming out tomorrow. So I'm super excited about that. I'm still working on the edit for that. I've kind of been like, sketchy with the upload because there's been so much going on. Like if I told y'all, it's been so much going on. So I've been trying to be consistent, like, with uploading every day, but it gets difficult. Like, let's be honest. So I'm definitely moving towards like more of a, consistent upload schedule, which is every day preferably. Or at least 3 times a week, if not. But I would prefer every day. So tonight I couldn't upload, so I decided, let me come on, give a conversation. We haven't done live in a while, so let me kind of, touch base with that. So here I am. What else did I want to talk about? So I wanted to go over that. I'm trying to think. It was something I wanted. Babe, what did I say I wanted to talk about? Oh, Woman King. Woman King. I don't know if anybody's seen this movie, y'all. Listen, if you have never seen The Woman King, I know for sure it's on Amazon Prime right now. I looked it up on YouTube. I wasn't successful. And it wasn't on Netflix. And it was kind of like sketchy with Netflix because one point we went on Netflix to watch it like a couple of weeks ago. It was there. And then when we went back to watch it on Netflix, it was gone. And then when we checked, like maybe a week later, it was there. And then when we sat down and we was like, you know what, we're going to really watch it, it was gone. So today, finally, I got tired of playing with Netflix. And I was like, you know what, let me just go and see if maybe I can find it on Amazon Prime. So I downloaded Amazon Prime because, I still have Amazon Prime because they're amazing. And it was on Amazon Prime. So I had the opportunity to sit down and watch it. When I tell y'all, that movie, and I've seen like different responses to the movie on Facebook. Like some people felt like it was, like hyping women up, making it seem like women was bigger than they were. Like, everybody has their different opinions, granted. Like, your opinion is your own. But when I was watching it, that movie, what I took from it is the fact that, even take away like, the fact that the women warriors were absolutely like fearless, period. Like the women warriors did not play at all. But when you take that away from the overall concept of the movie, what I got from the movie was that it really told a history, our history of what it was like being in Africa during those times. And I think that's like a big part of the picture that is missing for us is like, what was happening during the slave trade. Like we always hear like this one-sided, dictation almost as of what it was like. But we don't really have a clear, okay, this happened or that happened. So I feel like that movie really added something that had been missing for a long time, which was the true story of what was taking place during that time, which was tribal wars, of course. But when you take away the aspect of tribal wars, you really start to consider the reality of what happened during that time, which was the fact that, it was conflict. You had prisoners who was being captured. And then, ultimately you're, handing these prisoners over, just not really thinking much about it, just handing them over like, okay, whatever, not realizing that when they're captured and they're handed over, that they was going to undergo these extreme circumstances. And I think that it became a different conversation when people began to realize like, hey, wait a minute, like, something is up, like something is going on. We got to do something about this. And they begin to change their perception and their reality, which, ultimately led to the slave trade ending. But we never hear the story of how rebellion happened, how people came and they fought against the oppressors, the Europeans, like, so I feel like that movie was it was so powerful. It was so amazing. So if you have not watched The Woman King, I'm telling you, go and check it out. Take your time. If you have like, a Sunday or whatever, sit down and watch it because it really like is an eye opener. And it really just allowed me to look at things from a different perspective and to see that, okay, history isn't always what we perceive it to be. Like we perceive it to be what they teach us. And that's not always the case. So it was an amazing movie. I would recommend it to everybody. If you have not watched The Woman King, go and check it out. But yeah, that's my spiel for tonight. I just wanted to get on quickly and just kind of touch bases because I have not been on live for a while. Everything's going great in Ghana. Yes, it is. And yeah, so that was it. I kind of just wanted to have a conversation and see what was the happenings. What is everybody doing for Easter? How did you guys celebrate? If you do, if you don't, what's your reasons for not celebrating, or what are you going to be doing differently? So I just kind of wanted to have a conversation to see if, question. Yes, you have a question. I have an answer. I have an answer. I don't even know where that is. Where's that at? Babe? Come. Oh, maybe you don't want to come. I think, is this the Eastern region? Kwahu? Kwahu. Oh, is that the mountains? That's the mountains. Okay. Babe was showing me this earlier, actually. Someone is asking, why does everyone go there? Why does everyone go to Kwahu?
Yeah, because that's the mountains, and that is where they celebrate the Easter. They take Easter very,
okay,
serious, because it's actually like a festival.
Okay.
It's like a festival. Yeah. That's where I'm going.
You was telling me, yeah. So it's funny that somebody asked that question. Yeah, you was telling me that earlier.
Really make it this Easter.
Yeah. We have to be there next Easter. Yeah. So he, according to Babe, he's saying that everyone goes to Kwahu because it's like the area where people like really take the celebration of Easter seriously. So it's situated in the mountains. Is it Abri? Like, is it close to Abri?
Abri is they are all in the eastern region.
But how far is Kwahu from Abri?
It's very close. It's
okay.
Not that far.
Okay.
They are all in the eastern region, but Kwahu is the main place.
Okay. So Kwahu is like really close to Abri, and
they are all in the eastern region.
Right, but Kwahu is close to Abri. Yeah. So they're really close to Abri, and in that region of Ghana, they really take the celebration of Easter seriously. So Babe was actually just showing me earlier how they was like skydiving off the mountains. I was like, wait a minute, like, we should have been there for content. Like, we missing the whole scene, but it was really an experience. I wish we would have gone. Only because, like, I wouldn't have skydived, but I would have loved to see, people engaging. Yeah, but I've heard of this. Yeah, so it's really no significance, like, per se, but it's just like, the main point of where people like to go to celebrate. Because when you're in Cape Coast and Elmina, like, they don't really take the celebration of Easter, like, to be all of that. Like, there's no hype behind it, But when you go to Kwahu or Abri, like, it's really like a big deal. So that's why you see a lot of people there. I have to go there next year. I have to go there and film. Oh, yeah, no religious per se, just more to do because they take it seriously. So, yeah, I for sure want to go there next year. I have already said, and I'm putting this on my schedule, having help to back me on this. I want to start traveling outside of Ghana to other African countries starting in 2024. So that is my goal. So I'm steadily praying and just, being steadfast on that. I really would like to like start traveling, and even just, in Ghana, but just different regions of Ghana. Like, I feel like I'm always in Cape Coast and Elmina. So I really want to start and I feel like I've recorded, I'm pretty sure not everything that I could possibly record, but I feel like I've gotten a lot of good content in this area, and I'm starting to feel like, okay, Melody, you've got some, some good meat here, but it's time to like step outside of the box and, start traveling and doing things differently. So that's my goal. I plan to go to Kumasi very soon and record some really interesting content there. So that's like on my immediate agenda. And then going forward, my first destination that I would like to go to is going to be Ethiopia. I can't wait to go to Ethiopia. So that's like on my, immediate list to do. So yeah, that's that. But I hope everyone is having a great Easter. I hope everyone had, if you celebrate, you had like an amazing time with your family and, all that good stuff. If you don't and you're like me and you keep Passover, we're going to keep it open as to how the Passover goes here because I've never celebrated Passover in Ghana. So I'm looking forward to that. But yeah, I'll be uploading tomorrow for sure. And I just wanted to just do a live to just kind of, have time to connect and let y'all all know that I'm still here. But look out for tomorrow's video for sure. And, until next video, don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe if you're tuning in. And I will see you on the next live.